Take two. Okay. Peace be with you, family. My name is Nicole Nixon. My friends call me Coley, and I am the Mom and Shaman from beautiful Four Oaks, North Carolina. And welcome back to week 6 of 6 weeks to personal self-mastery. Some questions to ask yourself in order to release those inner negativities and look at the world differently. So I'm going to read some of the stuff that I typed because it's good to have a little bit of uniformity. This is your homeschool, roam school lesson in self-mastery. So I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video and allowing me to connect with you on another level. And if you're tired, please understand that rest is important. Definitely need rest. Start now by reading the questions. I put them in the description of the video. If you have your journal, you should have your journal by now because it's the last week. So have your journals ready. Write down the questions. Ask them of yourself. I suggest you read them in the morning and read them at night. Think about them and be honest with yourself. You have to be honest with yourself and be accountable for your own actions. I do suggest getting a bag of apples, oranges, mangoes, bananas, or plums, some kind of fruit to grab on your way out the door every day. Fresh food first is part of my eating paradigm. Again, I used to weigh 400 pounds. I've lost over 150 pounds in the last 2 years by changing my relationship with food, my relationship with myself, my relationship with God, the Most High, from whom all blessings flow, that made me, that made you. Also suggest, if you haven't started already, at least 5 minutes a day of quiet time to yourself in prayer and or meditation. It's good to study new skills. If you have difficulty in relationships, it's because you were taught people skills by people that did not love themselves. So gratitude is the attitude. You're not dead, so let's get to it. Feel free to email me at pinkboxofhappiness@gmail.com or connect with me on Instagram at ColeyRocks75. I'll put those in the description as well. Feel free to look for those if you haven't already. Read the rules. Do a little something with this every day. You must be honest with yourself. Excuses are well-planned lies. You can only be accountable for your own actions. If an explanation has to do with someone else doing something, there's something else that you can do, and often that is just be patient. Go into details in your journals. Commit to doing your inner work for yourself because you want to be able to see abundance in your life. And know that when you write in your journal, focus on where you're being negative. Think about what you could have done differently. Examine that and make the choice to do something differently. If someone else doesn't do something different, then that's not up to you because you can't control anyone but yourself. So week 6 questions. What direction should I go in my career? What is holding me back from my ideal career or financial state? What information about career and finances will benefit me most at this time? What can I improve? How can I improve my sense of security? How can I improve my confidence? How can I unlock my creativity? How can I unblock my heart? How can I improve my communication and expression? How can I enhance my intuition? And how can I improve my connection with my higher self? So these are questions that you must ask for yourself. I'll read them one more time. And what direction should I go in my career? I worked in corporate America for about 15 years and opted to quit my job. Quit it cold turkey. Sometimes you don't have that option. If the job you have is a job you don't like, look for something that you do like about it. Focus on enjoying that. Your job is your tool to obtain resources. So be grateful, be willing to learn from everything. If something bothers you, feel free to ask questions so that you can understand. It is said to seek first to understand and then be understood. Sometimes people do not want to understand you. And if they don't, that is their choice. But understanding yourself well enough will help you be at peace with that. What's holding me back from my ideal career or financial state? That's a question you must answer for yourself. I won't answer that because that's my inner work. What information about career and finances will benefit me most at this time? Understand to be faithful to the little things. Everything that you have is a blessing if you treat it as such. How do you treat your blessings? Do you use them up right away? Do you throw them away? What do you do with the things that you consider blessings? If you consider everything a blessing, you can regard it as such. How can I improve my sense of security? Know that God is looking out for you. If it didn't kill you, it was there to remind you that God is always with you. Remember that. Be at peace. Learn to communicate. Again, sometimes you have to learn to be quiet when you think you should speak. And honestly, my teachings has been that words or statements that contain should or shouldn't are in opposition to reality. But so it's in retrospect, when we look back on a situation, man, I should have said something or I shouldn't have said something. Learn to speak up and share your vision, your opinion, but understand no one has to agree with you. You do not get paid to argue. So, how can I improve my confidence? Mediocrity is too easy. Through overcoming obstacles, I grow with confidence. You can grow with confidence as well, because obstacles are only learning opportunities. Be willing to learn from everything. How can I unblock my creativity? I encourage people to use their creativity as best they can. I ask people often, like, what's your creative thing? Do you sing, write, draw, paint, dance, sing? What are those things that you do to be creative? I have always encouraged my children to play an instrument, sing, write in their journals, do things of that nature to get the words out of their head onto paper, and then that way they can examine them and go, okay, and be at peace with it. How can I unblock my heart? By knowing that you are worthy of unconditional love. God's love is the only unconditional love. God gives you forgiveness that was paid for through Christ's blood. Christ was a messenger. What was the message? Forgiveness is key. Forgiveness is about understanding that you cannot undo the past. You must be present wherever you are. Learn from your experiences. If it seems like something is repeating, there's something a little new to learn. Communication. How can I improve my communication and expression? Learn communication skills. Learn to listen. Learn to talk. Learn to be quiet. Learn to speak up. Those communication skills are very important in navigating existence in this physical plane. Not everybody's going to agree with you, and not everybody has to. And not everybody's going to love you the way that you want to be loved. How can I enhance my intuition? I suggest using your imagination, like being able to visualize something that you would like to have as a part of your experience, and feel it as though you already have it, and do it again and again until you get a clear picture in your mind. And if you don't know how to do that, meditation is definitely a key, but drawing is a way to use your imagination as well. How can I improve my connection with my higher self? That's a question you'll have to ask yourself, something that we can talk about in a one-on-one session. Everybody's experience is different. So I improve my connection with my higher self by learning to be at peace with myself in all things. So it really ticks other people off sometimes when I'm very peaceful and they think I ought to be a certain other way, or they want a certain reaction out of me, or they want something from me that they're not willing to ask. I'm appreciative of my oldest daughter, Crystal, who actually gave me the name Mom and Shaman. She'll tell me what she wants from me, and I'm working to get it. So I'm like, okay, baby, I hear you. Thank you for encouraging me, and I appreciate it. Like, yeah, sometimes it seems as though she's frustrated. I get frustrated. That's just a judgment I have of myself. I'm frustrated because I'm not able to say, look, here it is. You want it, and I got it for you. I have it for you to use or receive or enjoy in some way. So that is the end of 6 weeks to personal self-mastery. Really, it's about identifying negative aspects within your judgment system that you use to punish yourself for other people not meeting your expectations. So, if you haven't contacted me yet, feel free to do so. If you want to contact me, you're welcome to comment. If you don't want to, I thank you for taking the time to get this far in the message to hear it. Know that I love you. You're worthy of God's unconditional love. Life is meant to be lived and lived abundantly. The things that happen often happen to teach you, to remind you that God is always with you. Sometimes things that happen that we don't understand because someone didn't explain it to us and we don't get an explanation, and it's not a punishment, it just happened because it happened. What's done is done. Know that God is always with you. Feel free to share your vision. Help can come from the most amazing places. Receive it all gratefully. Open up the door to your heart. Close out judgment of the past and receive each day as a gift. Be grateful for everything, everything, everything. Because it can all be gone. Learning is never ending. We create heaven or hell by our choices. Choose to be at peace when other people think you ought not to. How you feel about a situation changes you, not the situation. Learn to look at things differently, especially your frustrations. 8, you are great. You have greatness within you, baby. Your heart beating is God reminding you of that. You have divinity as well, and I honor the God in me. I honor the God in you, because you're worth it, boo. Remember to honor your ancestors. Honor your mother and father. Remember that they taught you what they taught you because they were afraid for you to die. You don't have to die every day. You don't have to kill baby Jesus in your heart and hold grudges. Be willing to forgive freely. Give out of the abundance of your heart, the abundance of your resources. Share as much as you can. Be willing to make peace and speak up. Be humble when you've done wrong. And be outraged when you see something that's not right. So that's that for that. Thank you so much. I've got some other videos reading bedtime stories. So if you have children that you don't like to read aloud to, I'll read aloud to them. You can play my videos for them, or it's up to you. Front, back, side to side. Mama Coley is in the house tonight, in or out. What's that all about, I see your heart. Show me your art. What do you want to do? It's up to you, boo. Front, back, side to side. Mama Coley is in the house tonight, in or out. What's that all about, C, atomic symbol for carbon. Life, diamond under pressure. O, oxygen, breath. L-E-Y, kind of like the flower necklace from Hawaii. R-O-C-K-S 75. The Instagram cracking grand tranny and odd parent, and it's apparent that our system is down. We need to reboot. So many boots and shoes to choose from, but can you choose love? Can you rise above being petty? Do you want to stoop down and play? As long as you don't die, learn to live and play and see another day. Know that you are worthy of God's unconditional love, and I am too. And I appreciate you for taking this time. Thank you. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.